Hello, all you bladers. Today we're doing a theory on Lane Valhalla's flare. Have fun, watch the video, and let it rip. So in the previous episode of Beyblade vs. Sparking, episode 48, we see Lane develop a new flare. So there are 4 types of flare currently. The first is the normal type of flare where everyone calls out to their bays and their avatar shows up. The second is where Shu is possessed by Spryzen or Aiga is possessing Achilles. And the third is the one that Lane previously had and still has, where it's like purple auras and he's using it to become more powerful and crush anyone in his way. Not because he was evil, not because he wanted to crack people's bays like Fi. He just wanted to crush anyone in his way because he wanted to win and doesn't understand the joy in blading. Now this new type of flare, we first see it when in the tag team battle, Volt and Rentaro versus Lane and Shu. Volt and Rentaro use a team move where they're both going to attack Lane, but Shu pushes Lane out of the way and takes the hit for him. And then Lane looks Shu in the eye and sees inspiration. And then the second time is when Lane is knocked out and Shu and Volt are fighting, he knows that Shu and Volt aren't just fighting to win. He knows Shu and Volt have a ton of friendship and bonding and all of that stuff. So he knows that Shu and Volt, they're facing so intensely, not just because of winning or strength, they're facing intensely because of friendship. So, after he sees this, we get this white void around him. Now, usually it would be a black void with something like Fi, because Fi's evil, but Lane's not evil. Remember that. He's just a jerk who doesn't understand the joy of blading. He's not evil by any means, okay? Get that through your head. Now, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, white void is not for evil. Like I said, he's not evil. So when he's in the white void, he shrinks to size, and then we see his head explode in flames, like giant purple, pink flames. Now, when he explodes, I'm gonna try to think of something that it sounds like to reference it. Okay, imagine a porcupine sitting on a tree, and it makes a loud squeaking sound because it got shot by a gun or something. I don't know, that's kind of gory, but imagine a porcupine sitting in a tree making a loud squealing sound to annoy his mother because his breakfast isn't ready. I don't know, I'm weird. And then a baby comes up, his baby brother comes up, that's a human, and hears him squealing. And his baby brother looks up to the porcupine and wants to make the exact same sound. So imagine the porcupine sound, and then imagine the baby trying to copy the porcupine sound, but it sounds like a dying donkey. Like, I'm gonna try to emulate the sound. Okay, without the cracking in my voice, but it's really high pitched and it sounds like a big baby, like a porcupine mix. But yeah, it sounded really weird. And then after that, the shot zooms up in Lane's face, and then we see him he's not exactly angry, he's just fighting, he seems frustrated, which is angry. But so if you've ever heard the saying, there's a red devil, there's two things in your head, there's 2 beings in your head. I don't know where I heard this from, and I don't really believe it, but just reference it. Have you ever heard the saying where there's 2 things in your head? There's a white angel who's convincing you to do good stuff, and then there's a red devil who's convincing you to do bad stuff. This whole time, now imagine them as flare. Imagine those 2 things as a type of stuff that is telling Lane what flare to use. The red devil has been telling Lane the stuff about his flare, and Lane has been following the red devil, using the flare for not joy, not for evilness, which is good, but not for joy, just for crushing anyone in his way. Now Lane is starting to realize the importance of the white angel flare, and he's starting to realize how important friendship is. Now that's my theory. This is a theory. Theory's in the title. It's not confirmed, it's a theory. And I wanted to get this out before the actual episode 49 so that I get my theory out before anything actually happens, to see if it actually happens. So, basically what my theory is that Lane has been using kind of mean and cruel flare this whole time, and now that he's seeing Shu and Volt battle, he's starting to get inspired, and he's trying to fight the evil flare and become one with the good flare. He's trying to use the good flare, but because the bad flare has possessed him for so long, he's really struggling to fight it. Now that's my theory. but it's not the end of the video. Because usually in the last 2 episodes or last 3 episodes of a season, they make the protagonist face the antagonist. And then the protagonist wins because plot armor, yay, and the series is a happy ending. Now, if Lane is trying to overcome the bad player, then what's the final 2 episodes going to be about? What's the final battle going to be? Maybe the final battle is not a battle. Maybe it's just the last 3 episodes are the twins trying to help Lane overcome his flare, and then maybe, I don't know, one of the villains come back? Like, imagine, remember Theodore Glass in a Beyblade Burst Evolution where he said Chris put him to jail or whatever, and then he said, very well, you and Volt have won this time. And then imagine if Theodore Glass comes back. Like, obviously Theodore Glass isn't an antagonist, but the way he influenced Shu, and Shu was such a good, kind, caring, smart, powerful blader, and imagine if he influenced someone like Lane. Like, imagine if they're trying to help Lane overcome the bad flare and use the good flare, but then Theodore comes and secretly possesses Lane, and then Lane is like Red Eye but 2.0. That would be crazy. But yeah, if this theory happens, I don't know what they're going to do for the final 2 episodes, because there's not going to be a final battle involving evil protagonist that loses and good protagonist that wins and evil antagonist that loses. So yeah, that's my theory, and it doesn't really make that much sense to you guys. Maybe, I don't know. It might, which is good. If it doesn't, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion, but that's my theory. If it does happen, I don't really know how the final 3 episodes are going to play out. I wanted to get this video out before the actual episode comes out on Friday, which is tomorrow. For anyone watching this like 3 years in the future, this is Thursday, February 22nd. I don't know the date. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I do like doing theory videos, but I'm not going to do them like too often. Like, I might do them weekly, or at the most weekly, at the least maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, they're pretty fun. But yeah, they're pretty fun. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video up to 5 likes. And yeah, I'll be happy. With that being said, have fun. Peace out. Let me know your theories on Lane's flare, but don't leave an essay or anything. And don't forget, keep on blading. And we're gonna wait till Lucifer stops spinning, because I want to see how much life after death it has on a table that's not a stadium. Man, that's a lot. Peace out. Keep on blading.